What, yeah?
Safety part. Dicko, shoot! Shoot!
Go on, Jed.
Finish! Oh, save, Kate. Go on. Well done. Great ball.
What?
Well played.
Lloyd, another 3-3 draw against Erith. We seem to make a habit of 3-3 draws. Superb first half from Ashford and a brilliant goal from Louis. And then the second half happened. What happened in the beginning of the second half?
Well, before we get on the second half, let's talk about the positive first half.
Yeah,
because ultimately, Louis was a great goal. But anyone neutral and anyone that wants to say any different, I'll have a conversation with. We should have come in 2-3 at least. Goals up, and that game's put to bed. And I'm not criticising forwards, but because I thought Jeff and Louis were outstanding today. But we got in really good areas. We got in behind them lots. We could cause them all sorts of problems. We kept the ball. There was a wind going that way, so it was always going to be more in that half. And at half time, I bumped into Dave in the tunnel when I came out, and I said, that I hope complacency doesn't step in. We talked about it at half time. Are we going to be Jekyll and Hyde? Are we going to go out there with the same mentality, the same attitude? The first 5 or 10 minutes, I thought we did. But what they did is they pushed people further up front. No disrespect to Woody. I love Woody as a manager, but his whole game plan was just to boot it and charge up the pitch. But we defended softly. And I just said you might talk about the whole half. I think the first 15 minutes and a half, it's fairly even. It's what I expected it to be. It's what I knew it would be. But what we then did is we folded. We conceded a really poor goal. I've just said to the individual who I blame for that goal. We then gave the ball away in our third, which is for me a criminal offence, and conceded a second. And then we conceded a really soft corner from a very big side. So at that point, I'm very disappointed, and I'm really angry with the side and the body language and the mentality of what we're doing. Then all of a sudden, I brought Michael West and Sam Hassler, more Sam Hassler, and that's no disrespect to Westy. What Sam does is put balls into areas from deep. He doesn't boot the ball, he puts balls into areas, and from that point onwards, we all of a sudden got some belief again, got some bite. We got back to 3-2. We had, again, good chances in behind them, and let's be clear, our chances were football chances. We played around them, we played through them, we got chances. The penalty's a penalty for me. That there's no doubt about that. I don't understand how the referee didn't send their player off. The linesman called him over because he said he has to send him off because it's handball on the line. So if he's booking him, it's handball. He has to send him off, and he didn't. So I'm very confused about that. We then get a penalty, and I just said to Louis, I'm not criticising Louis. What a great hat trick he's got in today again. So he's been outstanding. But right at the death, we play a ball out to him, and I think he's through. And at that point, you think we could nick this like teams have done against us. So my talk afterwards was one of anger and one of disappointment, but then I had to remind people we've stopped the rot. We've come back from 3-1 with 15 minutes to go and got 3-3. So there's part of me that feels like a win, but it doesn't feel like a win because I just don't think that we get the rub of the green when we're doing what we're doing. And what I mean by that, again, is the first half. So, I know there's fans out there that are not happy. I get it, and I understand it. But if they can't see in the first half where we were and what we're doing, do they think as a manager that I go in at half time and say, stop doing that now, I want us to play rubbish and I want us to capitulate? What I see today is that we got some experience back that we was allowed to bring on the pitch today. That made every bit of difference. It'll make more of a difference again on Saturday and then the following Saturday, and we'll get stronger and hopefully we'll go on from there. So we've stopped the rot, we've got a point. On Saturday, we need to get 3 points. So I'm confident with how we finished the game and how we played for the first 45 minutes. We can do that, but we're going to need to be better for 90 minutes, not just 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's strange that game sort of almost summed up our season a little bit, the Jekyll and Hyde thing you talk about. Because brilliant first half, everybody was excited about the first half. And then it got quite depressing in the second half. And then there was a bit of character in our team, I thought, at the end there, which gave us, I think, a lot of hope for the rest of the season.
Well, Sam walked off the keeper and I said to him, I was disappointed. He'd done really well in time today, and I was disappointed with a couple of things he did that were simple stuff. And it wasn't goals, but it's how our back four stopped playing out in the way they did just because they pressed high, and then we had to kick it. So I'm saying let's not kick it down the middle. But I thought Sam was really vocal today, but he walked off and he said to me, that point there could be the turning point for us, because that feels like a momentum changer. And whilst I go, yeah, I get that, and what I want to be positive about, I'm like, listen, we've got real quality out there. We can't have them 25-minute spells in games where we give really soft goals. There's no amount of coaching in the world that can stop that. Only the players can do that. And I'm sure we will. I'm disappointed that we only got 1 point, but I have to look back at it on 75 minutes when we're 3-1 down. I'd have snapped my arm off for 1 point. So I've got to see the positive in it. I've got to say we haven't lost at home. I've got to say we've got another home game Saturday. I want to thank all the fans that turned up again tonight and got behind. I know there was a few disappointed at the end. I could hear them vocally. I don't blame them, because I felt exactly like they did at that point. But we'll keep working hard. We'll get it right. We've got quality coming back. You saw that at the end. It made a big difference.
Yeah. Herne Bay on Saturday. I mean, Erith were on a good run till tonight, beating Three Bridges at the weekend. Herne Bay are playing really well. It's not going to be easy on Saturday, but we can do it, can't we?
Well, it's not going to be easy. And, Friend is sitting there in the stand as we're walking in, and what he'll be looking at, he'll go, Jesus, when they play, they're a really good side. But actually, if you get at them, they look a bit soft and you can score goals against them. And that would be a fair assessment. And that's just what I told the boys in there. So Saturday, what we've got to do is disappoint them with our softness, and we've got to be a little bit more robust. And when teams have their 10 or 15-minute spell, we've got to learn to defend our box really well, be ugly, and not give the momentum over, which is what we did today. So I know what they'll be thinking about us, but they'll also go, do you know what, they keep going till the end, and they'll believe in they can get something out of games, and we showed that tonight. And that's the first time we've come back like that tonight. On Saturday, if we'd have showed that desire in the last 15-20 minutes, we'd have got at least a goal. More, we had lots of corners, we had lots of possession, we got in behind them, a couple of better end deliveries. We go on and win that game, but it's not to be. They'll be disappointed because they're 3-1 up away from home. They did a good job in the second half, but it was very much boom ball. That's their plan. That's what they, I was sitting talking to Woody before, and he said to me, we won't disappoint you. We boot it up to the big lad up front, and we try and play off him, and we charge. And they did. So we knew what we was going to get, but that's still hard to defend sometimes. They're good at what they do. They're well organised. They beat Three Bridges at the weekend. They're no mugs, them. He does a really good job. So I'm going to try and take the positives out of it. I'm going to try and listen to the thing that Sam said when he came in. That could be a game changer for us and a momentum change in our season. And I hope it is. And I hope the fans come out on Saturday, because there'll be lots of Herne Bay fans there. I certainly don't want to be outnumbered or outvoiced. And I'm sure our fans will come out, and we won't be. And then we put on a performance and get a win on Saturday, and it'll feel like a different place.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Come on, you nuts and bolts, hey?
Cheers, Jess.